You know, we can get a big shock when we wake up and we begin to come out of our heads, out of our intellects, out of a life that's basically boxed within the ego. And when we do this, when we suddenly wake up through, circumstance, or, somebody does something to us, we get betrayed, we get fired, or maybe we have a dream, or maybe we go on a holiday and just come back and realize that we haven't been living a life that's true to us, true to our hearts at all. Well, when we first wake up, what can happen is it's like our body seems to feel suddenly very uncomfortable. It can explode with discomfiture, actually. And it's really just us becoming aware of how we have felt underneath, but we were numb to it. We were walling off the knowledge. We were staying safely in our ego, asleep, what the sages would call, the unawakened life. Well, when that unawakened life wakens, it can be very uncomfortable with all kinds of aches and pains, and just even 6s and 7s, feeling beside oneself. But the thing is, if you just embrace it all, maybe go to the doctor if you need to, but sort of don't argue with it. Just embrace it all. Go, okay, this is a new normal. And what can happen if you keep going is that as your body realizes that you're listening, as your heart realizes that you're coming out of your head and you're available to hear it more, it will settle down. Yeah, because if you keep going and get interested in an expanded life and listening to your heart and following, you will feel lighter than you have, and more calm and more peaceful. But the transition can be difficult, and it's sort of like discovering a new territory that one is totally unprepared for. Indeed, we have to face our lives when we come out of the ego. We have to realize, like, okay, who am I? Who am I really? What was the life I really came for? One of the challenges is to see how the ego operates. If you think, that you've lived, think of somebody living life inside a box. They were just in the box, and life seemed pretty straightforward and simple. But when they come out of the box, not only are they faced with true reality, but then they can see the box that they lived in. They can see it in 3-dimensional. They can see it clearly. And this happens as we grow spiritually. We start being able to see